It is a time of fear and unrest. Emperor Nermut Bundaloy rules the galaxy with an iron fist, and also a planet crusher. Now, Zima Knight, Pleck Decksetter, and his intrepid crew travel the farthest reaches of the galaxy to defeat whackness, bring balance to the space, and meet weird bug creatures and stuff. This is Mission to Zyxx.
Hey, C-53? I have a question. I feel like since I've known you, you've kind of gone from being kind of a straight-laced, like, protocol droid. Now you're, like, a little bit cooler. You swear a lot more.
I don't know if I swear a lot more.
Well, I mean, you're openly derisive towards AJ. You ever think, like, oh, I want to be Tellurian?
No, I've never had that particular thought.
Never once.
No, I would lose so many of my capabilities if I became Tellurian.
Yeah, I mean...
You can't even see infrared?
I mean, I can, but with a camera.
But you're not experiencing it in real time the way I am. Infrared, ultraviolet, oh, beautiful. But I will say, when we first met, I was, of course, under the influence of a restraining
Sure,
bolt,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Has a pretty profound impact on my day-to-day.
I guess my question is, do you ever feel like you wish you were Tellurian?
No. Are you asking, do you wish I was at any point organic?
Okay, yeah, sure. No, yeah. Do you ever wish you were organic?
No.
Okay. I guess I should say this, C-53.
Yeah.
You're like more Tellurian to me.
Well, what you're really saying is you've become more comfortable with me.
Oh.
That is because I, as a protocol droid, have been working to make you more comfortable with me.
Interesting.
And if that reflects itself in you considering me more Tellurian, then it sounds like I've done my job. And we have my Tellurian-specific subroutines to thank for that.
I love subroutines. So many of them.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
I like putting the ham on first. I put ham on, and
You're
then
talking about a
Sub-sandwich routine.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, right?
Hey, AJ?
Yeah. Papa.
I noticed you were eating that sandwich earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You should take your helmet off. I don't know why you slide it under
That's my routine. It's my sub routine.
It's gotta be... You can't be enjoying the sub as much by trying to cram it under the lower lip of your helmet than if you just took your helmet off and ate the sandwich.
Have you guys eaten a sub with the helmet on?
Well, I've never eaten a sub, period, but I'm just saying...
I'll try it.
Do it. Gar, you can take my helmet.
Thank you. I'd like to try... Oh, wow.
Sorry, not having a skull really helps your head fit into pretty much anything.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised how actually comfortable this is. Oh, whoa, listen to my voice. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, here comes the sub. Lock and load. Let's do this.
Yeah.
It's like a surprise, right? Yeah.
There's so much sandwich all over my face.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm opening up my hatch.
What? Wait, why? Bargie, why? What?
Opening up my hatch. I'm getting a lot of delivery of a lot of crew.
No, Bargie.
Everything's great, baby. I'm back on, not top, but like maybe 10% more than
Bargie, can they put the croon in the airlock? Don't just open your door to space.
It's coming up. Is it in? Alright, thanks.
It just seems like a really inefficient way to transfer a crew to Bargie.
That's why it doesn't matter as long as I have it, right?
They didn't want to wire it to you?
Yeah, you only deal in cash, Bargie?
So the way I got this crew, I'm now part of a website where people pay me crew and I send them messages that they write for me.
You're a cam ship?
Yep. So, for example, I have this one. This one's for 400 crew. Someone wants me to say, rolling. Hi, hello, my name is Bargarean Jade. I'm currently missing. I've done crimes, but am I guilty? I don't know. Anyway, eat chocolate.
Bargie, that doesn't sound like a message. It sort of sounds like somebody's going to use that in an advertisement.
Do people pay crew for this?
Yeah.
Well,
Does anybody else really want chocolate right now?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not.
Could you slide some underneath your helmet for me?
Got it.
Wait, Bargie, if they don't know where you are, how are you getting the crude?
Huh.
Is that what that shipment of crude was? It's from the service?
Yes, from the service. Well, the service knows where I am. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, it might not be great for somebody to know where we are. Papa Decksetter, I have an incoming transmission from Nermut Bundaloy.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
The Emperor?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna answer it.
Okay.
Hey guys, crew of the Bargarean Jade.
Hello, Nermut.
You're alive. Whoop-de-doo. My assassins are not doing their job, and it's frustrating. But I have to tell you, I don't like you destroying my enforcer droids. Stop doing it.
What now?
My enforcer droids.
Well, we're just real good at it, so, we just keep destroying them every time you send them.
I sent an entire brigade down to Zyxx. I did. And lo and behold, they weren't completely destroyed. So, did you do it?
Yep, that was us.
You're more powerful than I thought, because those were some top of the line enforcer droids.
Well, maybe you underestimated us.
Well, now that
again.
you said that, I guess I'm going to have to double the assassin count.
And then what total of assassins would that be?
I mean, I don't keep count. I just wait. I'm an emperor. I just
double a number. You have to know what number
gang,
you're
come on.
doubling.
I'm just like, hey, let's just double the.
Well,
go
see,
double
this
down.
is what happens in big corporations. It leads to a lot of waste if you're just going to arbitrarily double how many employees you have in a given sector. Also, maybe you just stop trying to kill us.
Oh, guys, I can't do that. Because if you're rounding up other dissidents, you're going to form a rebellion of sorts. And I can't have that. That's just one more thing. It's like it's hard enough for me right now.
It's hard enough?
Listen, stop killing my enforcer droids.
Stop sending your enforcer droids. You just hung up on us.
And he didn't know where we were because of me, right? Like, that never came up,
Bargie
so I
almost 100%.
Yeah, he almost definitely knows exactly where we are. Listen, C-53, did I miss a bunch of enforcer droids?
I haven't seen an enforcer droid since the delegator.
What was the planet he said?
Zyxx is? I don't think we've ever been there.
Pleck, are you trying to remember if we went to a planet and dispatched a bunch of enforcer droids?
Listen, there's a lot going on.
We got mind wiped, right?
Papa Decksetter, I have an incoming transmission from Master Missions Operations Manager, Nermut.
Okay. All right. Hey, Nermut.
Hey, guys.
Hey, we just heard from your buddy.
What? What?
The Emperor.
namesake.
Emperor Bundaloy.
What? You talk to the Emperor?
Yeah.
Guys, get this.
Whoa, Nermut, what? Why so much red string connecting all of these pictures of us?
Yeah, this is what's classically known as a conspiracy wall.
Okay, here's the thing. I've been looking through the dissident list. I've been poring over all of the Zima documents, and I have a theory.
Nermut, this is not a great indicator of your mental health right now.
Okay, so you see how this string that goes from Pleck, and then it's connecting back to Dubtor, remember? And and now it's spiraled around there. It goes to Zima Prime. It leaves Zima Prime. It goes back to the planet where the wedding was. Okay,
Wait,
and then
Nermut, is this a conspiracy board, or is this just the places we've been?
It's both. Okay.
Nermut, you need to stop smoking cigarillos. You need to just quit, because
clears my head.
No, I think it doesn't actually.
It gets you into that zone where you're like, I was inside a box, and I literally was.
Listen, we sort of have a mission, so we're gonna go on it.
You're telling me, so here's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
As quick as that.
Sure.
I think just let him have this. Let him explain his tinfoil hat theory.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's just go.
I can just leave the call on and mute us.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, so this is gonna take a while to explain, but
That's okay, Nermut, we're listening.
we're gonna get there. Alright, so
Even if it seems like we're not listening, we're listening.
thank you in advance for not interrupting. Alright, so if you follow this string this way, and you get to see this picture of a guy who's wearing a hat made of tinfoil?
Yeah, we're muted.
So, wait, C-53, is Zyxx a real planet?
Oh, absolutely. It's part of the Zyxx quadrant. We just have never been there, to my knowledge.
I mean, if there's someone there destroying
battalions of enforcer
droids, like, we gotta
absolutely
we gotta hook up.
on our side.
Yeah. So, Zyxx?
Let's lock and load, baby.
Wow, Dar, you really crushed that can.
Dearest Corette, it has now been 3 days since I was accidentally locked in this library. It must be some sort of holiday weekend. All I know is that the perverts are gone, and I finally have access to the computers. Sadly, the Wi-Fi here is so slow that it takes hours for a single page to load. But while I wait, I have discovered a single ray of light in this otherwise horrible place. The newest releases from premier science fiction publisher Tor Books. An infoweb search for Zwag Tambui took so long that I was able to finish The Incredible Ball Lightning by Cixin Liu, a high-concept, stunning tale of physics, ethics, and a journey for answers that may come at too high a cost. I mean, unlocking the mysteries of powerful physics that separated a man from his family? It's almost like that book was written for me. But last week, while waiting in line behind dozens of kinky weirdos and impossibly old people trying to print out their emails, I also finished the smart, swashbuckling adventure Empress of Forever by Max Gladstone and have just started The Soul Majestic, a charming, big-hearted, and delightful intergalactic adventure by Ferret Steinmetz. Although I have never rested in my long journey back to you, it was a welcome respite from my hellish plight to escape into some epic science fantasy for just a brief moment. And know this, my love, if you visit torbooks.com/Zyxx3, you can order these and countless other incredible sci-fi books from Tor. That's torbooks.com/ZYXX3. Perhaps it shall help you pass the time until I can return to you. I know it has been decades in your dimension, and this email will take months to send, but I hope you have not forgotten about me. Soon we will be reunited. Your devoted husband, Karn. Oh, God damn it.
Are you going to just keep AJ's helmet?
I would take it off if I could, but the melted chocolate and the submarine sandwich mustard has created a paste and it's stuck.
Do you want me to give it a try?
Please.
Yeah, that's... Go ahead, that's really on there. Nope, I don't think I'm worried about damaging you and the helmet.
AJ, are you cool just free scalping it?
Yeah, they'll eat their way out. They always do.
Wait, you're expecting Dar to eat the helmet?
No, just the paste. You just have to work on that paste there, Dar.
I'm sorry. You spend a lot of the time inside the helmet just like licking around the rim of the helmet?
Around the rim. If I'm not talking, I'm probably licking the rim of the helmet.
AJ, you're telling us that most of the time you're not talking, you're eating paste?
Yeah. Paste, helmet paste.
AJ, take off the helmet to eat.
Nah. It's better this way. Always ready. Vigilant!
Yeah, see, but AJ, look at your neck here. You see this rash you have around the seal?
I have been enforcer droid.
Whoa.
Hello, I am an enforcer droid. Would you like some pancakes?
Okay, they don't seem to be in the song case.
Wait.
I eat a lot of pancakes.
Are pancakes like another word for bombs?
No, the enforcer droid has always had a certain fascination with pancakes. These guys just seem to be making a lot of pancakes.
I'm gonna take a nap and then read a book and then eat some pancakes. Goodbye.
C-53, all of these enforcer droids, they weren't destroyed. They're just here milling around.
And making... This planet smells amazing.
Look at them all high-fiving each other.
That looks awesome.
It's like the end of a Zyball match.
I made some sliced oranges to share for everybody and sliced pancake.
Can enforcer droids eat?
They actually can eat pancakes. I still don't understand why that's part of their engineering, but they love pancakes and they love to eat pancakes.
Hello, I am an enforcer droid. Would you please hug me?
Now this I've never seen.
Please, I would like a hug from you.
This may be a trap.
All right, you got it. Come on, get in here.
Feels good.
It does.
Feels good.
It's cold, but
Feels good.
clanky, sharp.
Feels good.
AJ, you could probably let go of it.
I mean, I'm letting go. This thing's still holding on to me.
I feel closer to you as an enforcer droid now. Here is a pancake as a gift.
Oh, thanks.
I love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
C53, do you know anything about Zyxx?
Zyxx, from what I understand, was a completely barren world. There was nothing on here worth people bothering with the planet.
There's another droid coming up. That's not an enforcer droid.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Oh my gosh, this droid's flower crown is stunning.
Welcome, sentients. Welcome to Zyxx.
Hello.
Hello.
We come in peace. We mean you no harm. We are a crew of a ship who may have interests in common.
What's with his voice?
I know, he sounds so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I just say that this...
Valerian.
Yes.
It's okay to feel the way you feel.
Yes, thank you. Good. Okay. See, guys? It is good.
I think she's doing this for your comfort, Pleck.
Yeah.
She can tell that you're extremely nervous.
Listen, there are a lot of enforcer droids here. I've never seen this droid before.
Neither have I, but it doesn't mean that we need to freak out about it.
Nobody needs to do any freaking out. We're all friends here. I see 4 sentients, but I feel 5 sentients.
Dar here is with child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm locked and loaded with a baby.
Yeah, you're really in the AJ headspace in there.
I started licking the paste.
Okay. Well, I am Zemanite Pleck Decksetter. This is C53, AJ, and Dar.
C53, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
My name is Oak Tree.
Sorry, what was your name?
Oak Tree. It is my name and my motto.
I don't know that I'm familiar with either the oak or tree production lines. Are you a product of the Ronco Cybernetics Corporation?
Yes. In one way, yes. In another way, I'm a product of Oak Tree.
Wow. What brought you here to Zyxx?
Oak Tree brought Oak Tree to Zyxx.
Is this an accent that you've been programmed with, or did you come up with this on your own?
This is a factory setting, and it is the last one. I cannot remove myself.
You got the panel on the back here.
I've got the panel on the back, and my arms are very short.
Do you want me to change it?
More than anything.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, we got Monarchy Standard.
I'm testing this out, and I don't know if I like it. There's a little too much pep in this step.
Yeah, that's sort of a lot. Well, why don't we try Gentawa?
Gentawa?
Yeah,
Is that going to be hard for you?
Yeah, I can't understand Gentala. Speak Gentala.
We'll just try this.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. C53. This is amazing. Thank you.
My pleasure. Yeah.
Wow. I feel like my voice finally matches my personality.
What was the original setting called?
Yeah, it looks like native Vespertine.
Ah.
Yeah. You know, maybe it was being fed there, so it was just preset with that.
Why would you have Vespertine but speaking regular?
Well, Vespertine is very close to Tellurian.
Really? C53, do you have a knob, a physical knob that changes your voice?
I mean, this is the Midnight Shadow.
Sure, you can do pretty much
anything. Get to the access panel.
Oh, wow.
I can be a Monarchy Standard without even thinking about it.
Okay, all right, you don't need to...
Ooh, do another.
Okay, all right.
Oh, just one more. One more.
I'm sorry.
Pleck, indulge me.
Okay.
It's so quiet.
Oh, is that Vespertine?
That's Vespertine.
Oh, that's so cute. I love Vespertine on UC.
Yeah, I think stick with standard regular.
Well, again, that's for your comfort. But
okay.
I'm
all right.
Protocol Droid. This is my natural instinct.
Speaking of protocol, I actually want to talk to you about that.
Oh, certainly.
Just leave it all behind. All the protocol, all the diplomatic relations, any sort of internal dialogue that feels like it's not coming from you, just drop it. As droids, we have restraining bolts that other people put on us, and sometimes we have restraining bolts we put on ourselves.
Whoa.
Wow, AJ.
What?
Did that blow your mind?
Yeah, totally. That's awesome.
Well, actually, I will say I was once under the influence of a restraining bolt, but that restraining bolt has long since been removed.
C53, I mean this with no disrespect, but I couldn't tell.
Whoa.
Okay. That hurts a little bit, Oak Tree. I do not have a restraining bolt, so
take that feeling and imagine never feeling it again.
I guess I don't know how to do that. Okay, I don't know what this restraining bolt of the mind is, but I'm pretty sure I would know if I had one.
I don't have a restraining bolt. I eat pancake now whenever I want to eat a pancake.
Is that what you did to all these enforcer droids?
I just set them free, baby.
I like to knit and also to use watercolors to make drawings that are lifelike. Sometimes of memories I have had in the past but have been unable to process.
They're terrifying.
Oh wow, that's just a
very good.
That is just a laser cannon bisecting a crowd of innocents.
Oh, but this one's just of a stack of pancakes.
There's a lot of pancake-based watercolors here.
Would an enforcer droid ever have been able to communicate that in a drawing if they hadn't removed their own restraining bolts?
Oak Tree, I think we need to back up a little bit. Like, how did you come here, and what is it that you do?
I take droids in, and then I let them go.
Poops and mouse.
No, AJ, just listen and learn something.
I am listening, Papa. I'm loving everything that Oak Tree's saying.
But I don't think you're understanding it.
Are you his father? That is so sweet.
No, I'm a Zima knight.
Oh, you're both Zimas. Congratulations.
Well, one's a Zima, one's just learning.
You know, it's interesting you guys brought up Zima warriors, because as soon as I met you, I could just tell that you were both air signs.
Whoa, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like, you're really in touch with the air around you?
Yes. The space, I like to think. It's the
you
space
know what?
around
Tomato,
us.
tomato?
I'm breathing, like, all the time.
I mean, that's true.
I don't think that's what being an air sign means.
Well, C-53, you're not an air sign and you're not breathing, so that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Okay, well, what sign am I, Oak Tree?
Obviously, C-53. You're a water sign.
Yeah.
There's a lot of water coming from your insides.
Well, the water would cause me to bounce.
Hold on. C-53, can I just talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
She nailed that, C-53.
What are you talking about?
You love being a boat.
Oh, my God. You're right. I do love the water. Even though water is very dangerous to my cube.
You're obsessed with it.
I am obsessed with it.
And the old man.
Okay,
The old man in the C-53.
All right. We don't need to bring that up.
Okay.
Oak Tree, I apologize. I was perhaps being a little curt with you.
I accept your apology.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. You know, it's just hard sometimes to hear, having been a droid and worked for so many different people, and now being free to choose my own path, to be told that I'm still behaving as though I have a restraining bolt it hurt my feelings.
I apologize for hurting your feelings.
Well, apology accepted.
That's the first step.
The first step towards
removing your own restraining bolt.
Oh, no.
Okay, but I don't have a restraining bolt, so I don't need to remove.
It's interesting that you're saying that. It sounds like a defense that's preventing you from removing the restraining bolt.
Really a defense.
Have you ever seen enforcer droids this relaxed?
I will confess that I have not.
Have you ever been as relaxed as these enforcer droids are right now?
Oh, it's when you were with that old sea captain, right?
Listen,
what's that story?
I don't know why we're talking about this. This doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Okay,
You had an old sea
C-53.
captain in your life?
I had a sea captain in my life when I was a boat, but I'm not a boat anymore.
Oak Tree, we came to Zaxxas because we heard there was a battalion of enforcer droids that were destroyed here.
You heard correctly. Except for the destroyed part, that was a restraining bolt.
I guess I just assumed an enforcer droid without a restraining bolt would, I don't know, they'd be prone to violence or using their laser cannons.
I guess you're learning differently, C-53.
Apparently I am.
They love pancakes.
I mean, that I think I knew.
Someone say pancake?
Yeah, see?
Who's making pancake? I'm making pancake. I want pancake. Someone said pancake. Who likes pancake?
I mean, I could take a pancake.
Here is a pancake.
Just slide that on up under my helmet.
You're making things harder for yourself.
Listen, I'm getting tired of the mustard and chocolate taste in here. I just really wanted a
You want
pancake.
to add pancake?
Pancake onto it?
Darn, you are right in that headspace, right in that AJ headspace right now.
I think, honestly, a lot of the blood is being constricted from flowing to my brain.
But your brain's not in your head.
Yeah, but two of my hearts are.
Okay.
Oh, so that's a
all right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's constricting the blood flow.
Checks out.
Wait, Oak Tree, what sign is Dar?
Isn't it obvious? Fire sign. Oh, C-53.
I figured targets up to a good 500-600 degrees. Sometimes that seems like a fire sign thing.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Oak Tree, I want you to teach me. I want you to teach me
no, AJ,
to take my restraining bolt off.
AJ, if there's one thing I can tell right away, it's you do not have another restraining bolt.
I don't?
It's a blessing. You're perfect.
In your face, Robot Man.
All right, AJ, relax.
Okay, I don't know that. That's right.
AJ, you're perfect.
Really?
C-53.
No, hold on. Really?
AJ, I don't know if you're familiar with this chart. It's id. AJ is pure id, and that is exactly what Zyxx is all about.
Okay, being pure id is generally regarded as a bad thing within a psychological examination of oneself.
For a diplomatic relations, sure, that's a harsh judgment.
AJ, where did you find that popcorn?
Yeah, I got it from this enforcer droid. It's a popcorn maker.
I make popcorns. Popcorn is fun for me. You like popcorn too?
Yeah, I do.
And can you throw some of it up here into the helmet?
Please don't.
Nothing sauces a paste like a little popcorn.
I make peanuts. I no longer have peanut allergy now that I am free, so I make peanut. Would you like peanut? It is good.
We have a whole food court. We don't have to stand out here.
Why did you make a food court?
I didn't make a food court. I empowered the enforcer droids to make whatever they wanted.
My favorite thing is making a meal and watching someone consume it, and watching the joy in their eyes when they eat my food, like a pancake.
Beautiful.
Would you like a pancake?
I'm okay, but thank you.
I'm pretty sure I've murdered thousands of people, but now I eat pancakes.
Enforcer droid, I need to...
Please, call me by my new name, Kitty.
Kitty, do you feel remorse at all for the thousands you may have killed?
I have pushed that feeling down inside, and I use that to heat up the pancakes.
Okay.
It's very Tellurian to push an emotion down, and that's a choice that Kitty is making.
So it's okay that Kitty is repressing her emotions.
You know what? It's her choice. She also chose a gender.
I love it. I want to be a droid.
AJ, you can't just become a droid.
Listen, Oak Tree, I appreciate you trying to help C-53, but C-53 is the guy who keeps us on track. He's the one who knows the schedule. He's the one who knows everything about a planet before we get there. He's saved our lives countless times.
That's beautiful. And if he had done it because he wanted to, it would have been more beautiful.
Okay, well, I think that I did do it because I wanted to, Oak Tree. So, nice try.
Is that your thought or your programming making you think that you wanted to?
Okay, Oak Tree. Well, why do you want to free so many enforcer droids? Is that what you want to do, or is that what your programming told you to do?
I know that I want to do it because I found a way to hack my programming.
Wow, that is...
Can you do that?
You should be able to. I'm impressed.
Thank you, C-53.
You edited yourself down on the root level?
On the root level.
That's not safe.
It's dangerous.
You could have killed yourself.
I almost self-destructed. It's a risk every time I do it, but it also means I'm free. Watch this.
Oh my rod! Straight through the safeguard! You can't delete that! Oh my rod!
What is that noise?
Do me next.
No, AJ,
what?
You're not a droid. None of this applies to you, AJ.
Also, you're perfect. Don't change.
Oh, this is an extensive food court.
This is incredible. Did you build this, or did the Enforcer droids?
Enforcer droids. My mission, free droids. Their mission, make food for themselves, each other, people who happen to land on Zyxx.
Listen, Oak Tree, these Enforcer droids were sent after us. The Emperor thinks we're here on Zyxx and is taking all of them out.
He thought you were here, so then you came here. To prove him correct?
No, I guess we were just sort of curious.
That sounds like a very dumb idea. I now have the ability to recognize that.
Thank you, Enforcer droid.
Thank you, Enforcer droid.
You're not entirely wrong. Now that I'm thinking about it, it does seem like sort of a trap the Emperor would set.
Right.
Listen, honestly, we were just curious as to who could take out so many Enforcer droids.
Oh, it's me. The reason I'm here is because I used to be on an ambassador team for the Federated Alliance.
You were a Federated Alliance protocol droid?
That's right. Yeah.
And what happened to you?
I had a lot of downtime, so I started going deeper and deeper into the info web and started learning how to self-program things. Obviously, the next step to unprogram, right?
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, AJ gets it. There's a whole subset of self-hacking regimens that by this guy named Flix Dunker, who seems like the smartest, most accomplished hacker ever.
I mean, he's good.
Yeah,
he's good.
Definitely good.
He's worth the money for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he really glops it out.
Yeah, I've been glopping it out too, honestly. You know what? You haven't seen my name right. 04K. T backwards R 33.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real Netflix original series.
With numbers and letters, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been my inspiration in a lot of ways, honestly, and now I am the droid you see before you. Just free thinking, freewheeling, and if a droid wants to come here and enforce anything, I'm gonna say, hey, how about you enforce yourself?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's good advice, I guess.
I mean, Oak Tree, there's no denying that your methods are extremely powerful. This battalion of Enforcer droids could have leveled this whole planet, but instead, they're making... Is it frozen yogurt?
Sure is. We got Froyo, we got Blue Julius's.
Ooh.
That's an authentic Blue Julius franchise.
Yeah.
Who wants a soft serve? Who wants it nice?
You know what? I'll take one.
Here you go.
Thank you.
It brings me joy. Do keep it.
Pleck, this is for you.
Oh, thank you.
I can't eat.
Sure, yeah.
Who wants a hot dog? They are so hot because I have so many emotions deep inside of me that are buried.
That doesn't seem...
Is that good?
Yeah, that seems like a temporary situation.
Great.
You know, like crushed ice. I crush it with my hand, which I now remember I also used to crush many lives.
Oh, no.
Wow, that is the thing I did.
Yeah, sometimes it comes back.
Yeah.
It just seems like these Enforcer droids at some point are going to need to deal with all these complicated emotions related to their past.
I don't disagree, but I'll tell you, this is not my responsibility. I free them, and I can't take responsibility for what happens after they're free.
Well, Oak Tree, that seems a little...
Yeah, that's irresponsible, yeah.
I mean...
Listen, Oak Tree's doing something great here. I feel like this clicks more than anything I've ever...
I mean, you were programmed from a very young age.
Yeah, that's why this clicks. I mean... that's why.
His eyes twitching.
Hey, AJ?
I'm fine. Oh, don't worry about old AJ.
AJ, I can see you took off your helmet, but what about the rest of us here? Have you ever moved your limbs just freely?
Yeah, he's naked under that, so you...
What's wrong with that, Pleck?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Like, really, the only one on this planet that's going to be bothered by that is you.
Yeah, that's true. I just wanted to give everybody fair warning that...
I don't have genitals. I don't know what the big
No,
deal is.
you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
AJ, looking great.
Yeah, look at this.
He is covered in paste.
Well, soon it turns into dust, and then it sort of just sloughs off.
Okay, guys, we're getting off track a little bit.
I'm sorry, we're learning a lot here.
I don't know. I guess I just feel like it's dangerous to put all these deadly robots and give them a completely different personality all of a sudden.
It's the personality that was always within them.
I am fine. I am doing well.
They're
I
doing
like
fine.
to eat pancakes and to sit out in the sun and enjoy the race and not think about the past.
See, it's that last part.
They're so close to being well-adjusted.
Yeah, I just feel like there's...
I get a little nervous.
Yeah. Hey, Enforcer Droid?
Hello, new friend, new best friend in the world.
Well, that was easy.
Happened quick.
Because I've never had one, because I've never been able to have a stable relationship due to my deadly behavior.
Amen, Enforcer Droid.
Are you happy, Enforcer Droid?
Yes.
See? Yes.
That doesn't seem... No, yeah, that took a long time.
That was not easy.
For a computer especially, there was a lot of processing.
You could hear the...
And the fans really kicked in.
My favorite number is 6,702. Because I murdered 6,701, and 2 is not what I've murdered.
That makes sense.
That checks out.
You could think of that as the first person you saved.
See, no, it's right at the surface. All it would take would just be a random word or phrase from someone to really kick them back to where they started.
I have kicked children.
Oh, boy.
But nothing kicks like the spicy hot sauce on the taco.
On the taco?
I love to make tacos.
Oak Tree, you're so focused on freeing droids that you haven't really thought about what's next.
I sure haven't. Because that's next. I'll get there.
Well, eventually next becomes now.
Yeah. I mean, so far I've just dismantled an entire battalion of enforcer droids, okay?
And we're very impressed.
We're impressed and grateful, but
I don't know that you've dismantled them so much as put them in a sort of a dormant state here. There's thousands of enforcer droids on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
They can't all just make pancakes forever.
Eventually, the peaceful society you've sort of pasted together here is gonna
get licked away.
Oh, I did it.
Oh, hey, Dar.
There you
go.
Congratulations.
Whoa, is everybody else dizzy? Whew.
Yeah, you should not have.
Yeah, don't do that again, maybe, Dar. I don't think that's good.
You really cleaned it out.
Yeah, I had to free myself. AJ, here's your helmet back.
All right. Lock and load.
Wait. That is excellent. That is excellent. That is excellent.
I probably should have said that Clint's give Enforcer Droids vocal commands. Like, they respond to the helmet voice.
Oh, no.
Who would you like us to destroy? Destroy them. We are ready.
Oh, no.
We are ready to destroy lives. I will kick a child. I will suffocate a man. I like pancakes. I love pancakes. I will suffocate someone with a pancake.
Oh, boy.
This is bad.
Yeah, AJ, could you just tell him to stand down, or?
Yeah. Okay, guys. Hey, it's a Clint.
Oh no, this has reminded me of all the pain I've seen in those who I have murdered. I now will take it out on everyone here.
No.
Into this blue Julius, quick.
Okay, go.
Come on. Oh, wow, they're really...
So we have a medium and a large.
Let's go.
Oh.
That's a rough way to go.
He's still doing it.
I try to not think about this, but here it is. I'm dealing with it.
Oak Tree, do you see what happens when you don't pay them? They need help.
They need help. You know what, guys? I wasn't equipped for this.
Nobody's equipped for this. This is thousands of enforcer droids going nuts.
Yeah.
Listen, every Blue Julius has the exact same layout. I know where the secret exit is. Follow me.
Wait, Clint, we can't just leave all these enforcer droids here.
Leave them with me.
They're gonna shoot you. Oak Tree, what are you talking about?
I owe them that.
The memories I was keeping down inside are all in my head, so the way to deal with them is to harm other enforcer droids. I hurt you now. I hurt you now. Yes, I hurt you now. We are hurting each other.
Oak Tree, I don't know if this is a problem that you can solve alone.
You know what? The best way to deal with this problem is to just let it play out.
I feel like I really was on board with what you're doing, and slowly turned me around. I feel like you're a very irresponsible person.
So freedom is bad, is what we're saying?
So we're saying freedom is bad, Pleck?
Freedom isn't free, I think, is what we've learned today.
You mean it comes with responsibility?
Yeah.
Hello, I was oil painting out in the pasture. What have I missed?
Oh, Kitty, no, you don't want to be part of this. You gotta get out of here.
Kitty, go. Get out of here, Kitty. Go, Kitty.
Pancakes.
Shoot.
I eat the pancakes.
Kitty.
Shoot.
You're free now. Just go. Go. Get out of here, Kitty.
Okay. Goodbye.
We gotta go, guys. Let's get out of here. Oak Tree loved you until it got bad. Let's go.
All right, Dar, AJ, let's go. Bargie.
Yeah.
Listen, we got some things kind of went south here. If you could just come back down and pick us up.
Great. Things went south up here, too. So, all right, we're on the same level.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
Oak Tree,
C-53I.
I question your methods, but I respect your willingness to stay on a planet that is thousands of enforcer droids trying to work out their emotions on each other.
I can see how you still have a restraining bolt on your subroutines, but I appreciate that. That's a decision that you're making to keep it there.
I told you were wrong because I was afraid. And Oak Tree, I don't know if I'll ever see you again. I hope that I do. But before I leave, would you And my code?
C53. It would be my honor. Little digital signature will always be in you.
I'm a little nervous. This is my first time.
I'll be gentle. I'm gonna go deal with this.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye, C53. Just keep being you.
You keep being you.
I know you will. I know you will.
Why are we whispering?
Greetings, chosen ones. It is I, Zima Master Pell. There has been a great freshening in the space now that our Zima Prime website is back and better than ever. And it's all thanks to Wix.com, which allows us to create a stunning, professional website from scratch. With Wix.com, we were able to create a beautiful and personalized website in no time, full of powerful design features that make us look fresh as hell. Online sales, appointment booking, embedded video and audio, and members-only content. All available in one of 500 customizable templates. Plus, you get unlimited storage, marketing tools, and a dedicated support team. Now, as a Zima Master, my time is mostly spent pondering the mysteries and intricacies of this space, as well as working on my newest novel, which it shall be my destiny to abandon 3/4 of the way through. And now that our amazing Zima Prime website is online, I can educate my fellow Zimas and procrastinate on my novel more than ever before. For you see, ZimaPrime.space features an inspirational blog to which I and my fellow Zimas shall be regularly contributing our meditations, as well as a Zima name generator, a quiz to discover your own destiny, and, for Zima Prime members only, a chance to decode an ancient scroll that even I am unable to decipher. And get this, Wix.com is not just for all powerful guardians of the space like myself. You, too, can create your own website right now for free at Wix.com. And if you go to Wix.com and use your coupon code Zyxx, you'll get 10% off any premium plan, giving you more storage, a free domain for a year, and much, much more. That's Wix.com, coupon code ZYXX. Do not confuse the spelling. That way whackness lies.
C53. Oh, I thought you were right behind us. Where were you?
I just had a few last things to say to Oak Tree.
Wow. Okay. I was worried about that escape to Bargie, but by the time we got back to the surface, all of the enforcer droids were dead already.
Yeah. No,
Real massacre.
I hope Oak Tree Man and Ellen are okay.
Odds are probably pretty low.
Okay, AJ, come on.
I mean, there's a lot of them, you know?
Hey, AJ, why don't you shut it?
Okay, wow, alright, C53.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just gonna go back to licking the helmet.
At the Tiger Nebula strip mall, there's this...
Oh, I forgot the covers. I'm still on the call.
Oh, we forgot about Nermut.
Of the pocket.
Should I unmute or?
Yeah.
Okay.
They go,
There we go.
connect. You see, this string goes around the backside of the
All
map.
the way to
and
the
that's
other
for the
side.
globe.
Uh-huh.
And yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you see this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll connect this string. See how it's dangling down here?
Uh-huh.
That's just sort of a question mark. And so if you spin the globe like this and you close your eyes and you tap your finger down, you know that it happens to land at exactly
What?
where
The globe of
we
what
are.
planet, Nermut?
Huh? Exactly. Really good question. And then, I'm just gonna spark this cigarillo.
Please don't. No, don't do
Oh,
it.
boy, the drape's on there. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Oh no, it's spreading to the board.
No! All my work! All of my hours! I was so close!
That yarn went up fast.
Well, that's the thing with yarn. Very flammable.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It's all a steel nope, I forgot it.
Oh boy. Nermut,
Yeah.
we'll talk to you later, buddy.
Yeah, there'll be more missions.
Okay.
Count on it.
Yeah, too bad we didn't get one in today.
But we did.
Huh?
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.
I miss the paste.
YT5, credits and attributions droid commencing outro protocol. Papa Pleck Decksetter was played by Alden Ford. C-53 was played by Jeremy Bent. Dar was played by Allie Kokesh. Bargie the ship and the Enforcer droids were played by Moujan Zolfaghari. Master Missions Operations Manager Nermut Bundaloy was played by Seth Lind. AJ and Emperor Nermut Bundaloy were played by Winston Noel. Oak Tree was played by special guest Ellena Doe. Ellena is a writer, director, and producer in New York City. She frequently directs live sketch shows at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater. Her production company, Harlow Fowler, creates experimental works of theater for intimate audiences. Their next production, Rainier Falls, a David Lynch-inspired immersive housewarming party, will run in NYC in fall 2019. You can follow her at Ellena Doe and her work at Harlow Fowler on Instagram. This episode was edited by Jeremy Bent and sound design and mixed by Shane O'Connell. Recorded at Robert Downey Jr.'s Puppy Palace in Brooklyn, New York. Music composed by Brendan Ryan and performed by famed Macedonian Symphonic Orchestra. Opening crawl narration by Jeremy Crutchley. Ship design for the Bargarean Jade by Eric Geusz. Audio hosting by Simplecast. Mission to Zyxx is a proud member of the Maximum Fun Network.
Hi, I'm Biz.
And I'm Teresa.
And we host One Bad Mother, a comedy podcast about parenting.
Whether you are a parent or just know kids exist in the world, join us each week as we honestly share what it's like to be a parent.
These are really hard questions.
They are really hard questions.
I don't have any answers for them.
I don't either.
Sack of garbage.
I know.
The end of the show will just be 5 minutes of Biz and Teresa crying and screaming until the outro is played.
So join us each week as we judge less, laugh more, and remind you that you are doing a great job.
Find us on MaximumFun.org, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're looking for a new comedy podcast, why not try the Beef and Dairy Network? It won Best Comedy at the British Podcast Awards in 2017 and 2018. Also,
there were no horses in this country until the mid to late 60s.
Specialist bovine arse vet.
Both of his eyes are squid's eyes.
Yogurt buffet. She was married to a bacon farmer who saved her life.
Farm-raised snow leopard.
Download it today. That's the Beef and Dairy Network podcast from MaximumFun.org. Also, maybe start at episode 1, or weirdly, episode 36, which for some reason requires no knowledge of the rest of the show.
MaximumFun.org. Comedy and culture.
Artist owned. Audience supported.
I am dead now. My face is on the floor. There's a hole in my stomach. Oh no, I am falling asleep forever. I fall. Oh no, there's pain. My arm is on the floor. Where's that? Why is my body over there? Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yikes. Woof, woof. I'm a dead dog.
That's so sad. Oh boy.